and welcome to my competition video for CHRISBLU007's competition. It is his 1,900 subscriber competition. Fantastic, mate, congratulations, well deserved for sure. You're definitely going to get to 2,000 guaranteed, no problem. It's really good to do your secret competition again. I really enjoy your competition, it's always fun and exciting, and I love the fact that you give everyone a shout out within the competition draw, you know, with the last little bowl and stuff. It's really awesome, and you always give away some really cool prizes, some really awesome steelbooks, like the Lawler Steelbook and the Lupus Steelbook. Great prizes, of course. And to be honest, mate, I think you should do more videos. I miss seeing your videos. I like to see your steelbook collections and stuff. And I think Xavier's starting to do their own exclusive steelbooks now. So I hope to see more videos from you, mate. But I hope you're keeping well. Now I'm going to do his competition. He has said in his competition that he wants your favourite movie within a certain trilogy. He's listed all the trilogies, and I've actually written down here in my little paper here. I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. I'll explain my reasons why I like these movies, like each one of the trilogy. I don't want to dawdle on or bore you, of course. So let's get straight to it and let's see how it goes. Okay, first one, you said it was Lord of the Rings. Which one's your favourite of the trilogy? For me, it is Return of the King. I seem to enjoy that a hell of a lot more than the first two. I like the first two, don't get me wrong, but I think they're kind of slow-paced movies. I think they're building up the characters, and there's nothing wrong with that. But within I got the extended versions, and within that, like a 3-hour, 4-hour movie, it's I want a resolve. I don't want to wait for the next 4-hour movie just to get continuation in a sense. And I think the Return of the King for me was a full-on epic journey. It was fantastic. I love the scoring. I love the final moments. I knew this was going to be the last one, so I was excited for it. I love the race against time kind of thing. It was really interesting. I really love, especially I think I love the last hour of the movie, especially I think with Gollum and with the battle sequences, absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that movie. The 4-hour version, the extended version, I think is much better than the theatrical. I love and appreciate those extra scenes. It's really interesting, and I think it ended the trilogy nicely. It was really well done. So Return of the King for me is my personal favourite of that trilogy, but I still enjoy the first two. I just think you have to breach yourself into them to be honest. But anyway, next was the original Star Wars trilogy. A good choice for sure. My favourite is an obvious one, is with Empire Strikes Back. I do like the other two, nothing wrong with them. I especially like I think it's Return of the Jedi, or Revenge of the Jedi if you're an old-fashioned guy. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy it. It's probably one of the best sequels I've ever seen. I remember watching it when I was a young kid and I absolutely loved it. Obviously the classic line of I am your father is absolutely fantastic, but I love the personal nature of it. I love the fact that he's ready this time. He's going to go up against Darth Vader. He's ready to take him on, kind of thing, but he's not quite here. He hasn't just about managed to do it. I really like the intensity. I really like the battle sequences, and they're not all fancy, backflips crap, like within the prequels kind of thing. It's just interesting kind of father versus son kind of battle sequence. Lightsabers, proper full-on ones. Nothing hugely fancy, but just really intense stuff, and I really enjoyed watching it, and it really grips me. And Han Solo and this love relationship, and it's just a great movie all around. I fully enjoy it. I like the special edition a little bit more, if I'm completely honest. I don't know if that counts. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back, fantastic. Really enjoy a good sequel. The Harry Potter collection, movies. I think Prisoner of Azkaban is one of my favourites. One of my favourites out of the whole lot. I love the others also, but I think Prisoner of Azkaban was a huge change in tone. Considering it was a horror director that actually did it, wow, he did a fantastic job for a PG movie. Wow, that was a dark movie. It was a drastic change from the first two movies, and I think it needed to go into that kind of era and that kind of way about it in the actual movie. And I really like the cinematography. I think is interesting. The lighting and the mood and the texture was interesting. I like the werewolves designs, and I really like especially the time kind of twists and stuff. Time turner and really interesting stuff. And I really like Harry Potter in this movie. I think he's fed up now. I think he's got to the point where he's like, he knows he knows he's great for something, and he's getting angry when people disrespecting his parents' names. And I love the opening of the movie when he's talking with that ant, or that he blows up the ant, basically turns into a giant bubble or something, and you know, she goes floating off. I think that's fantastic. I love the fact that he goes like, shut up, and like just like, ooh, you do not want to fuck with everyone. it's like, ooh, this is interesting. I really like it. I think it's a great movie, and you know, we've got Gary Oldman, class actor, man, good stuff. So yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban, top movie, I think, personally. The Bourne trilogy, I did not count Bourne Legacy, I did not like that movie, so that is stripping off my record. I think Ultimatum is probably my favourite. I love Identity a lot, but I think Ultimatum was just, again, like with Return of the King, a nice fitting end to the trilogy. You know, find out everything pretty much. You know, it's what the series has been building up to, and it's very intense, very action packed. You know, we find out, you know, who Jason Bourne is, his real name, called, you know, his real name, and you find out a lot of secrets and the original program. You find out a lot of inside government, you know, breaching. And I like the fact that there's a branch within the government that can operate without, you know, waiting on, you know, for the whistle. I love some of the dialogues and the attention and the cinematography again is excellent. You know, Matt Damon, fantastic actor. Really good sequel. Personal favourite, and you know, and fitting way to end the trilogy in a sense. I hope they do other movies with Matt Damon, not with Jamie Renner, really, to be perfectly honest. But we'll see what happens. But that's my favourite out of that trilogy. Next was Indiana Jones. Again, I think it's for me. I think it's The Last Crusade. You know, I really enjoyed that as a third movie. Again, like Return of the King, like Bourne, it's just a fitting end to the trilogy, and I like, you know, I love the first one also, Raiders of the Lost Ark, fantastic. But the third one I think is more interesting. It's got Sean Connery in it. I love, again, the father and son relationship. I love the Nazis are back in it, and you know, he meets the, you know, Hitler and stuff. I think it's interesting, it's funny. I love the whole kind of, you know, the cup of life in a sense, and you know, the puzzles at the end was interesting, and just, you know, Harrison Ford's great in that movie. It's really fun. So is Sean Connery. Great double kind of acting, so kind of team up kind of pair. It's really good, and I really enjoy it as a whole movie. Really interesting, really action-packed, fun movie. Love the ending when they're right after the sunset. Nice end to the trilogy. Done and done, you know, kind of thing. Our heroes worship or go ahead kind of thing. Fantastic. So yeah, that's the Indiana Jones trilogy for me. The third one's my favourite. Next, The Matrix. I think the first one's my favourite because it's the first one's a classic. It's the best. I do actually like the other two movies. I think they're underrated. I think people, you know, really criticise them a lot. I don't really understand why. I can see why in a sense, but you know, I think the other two are just as good, to be perfectly honest. But the first one is an instant classic because it built up, you know, what other sci-fi movies wanted to be in a sense, and it was so different and so original. It was really interesting, and I think, you know, as time has gone on, people have understood it more and appreciated it more, and you know, done more things with it, and you know, hidden meanings and stuff. It's really interesting as a movie, and I really like a simple character, but from start to finish. You know, a simple guy, you know, computer hacker, whatnot, and he goes from that all the way to the end. It's a fucking, you know, I am the one kind of thing. I was chosen kind of thing. I'm the badass kind of thing. Oh, it's great, and you're rooting for this character so much. And again, a lot of tension building. There's a lot of great sci-fi elements too. I love the fighting choreography stuff. Absolutely fantastic. You know, great villains, great heroes. You know, nice simple storyline you can get on board with. You know, it's not massively complicated for a sci-fi. It's about as complicated as Inception, which I suppose is complicated. But yeah, that's my favourite of the trilogy. Okay, continue on. We have Die Hard. The first one, of course, I did a review for all four movies. The first one, of course, it's my favourite. It's the classic. It's the original. It's the best. It's what made Die Hard so good and so brilliant. I grew up again as a child watching Die Hard on TV. Loved it. Just, you know, Bruce Willis, you know, taking on some terrorists, and I just love the scenes where he's like really, you know, he's having a tough time. He doesn't want to do it, and he's been caught in the situation because he knows his wife's in trouble and he needs to save her. At the same time, trying to stop these bad guys. I love his swearing. I love his kind of mannerisms, and I love the fight scene from between that big guy. I forgot the guy's name. I think he's like a German guy, and he's like literally beating the shit out of him. It's like holy crap kind of thing. And the ending is fantastic, where he's got all blood everywhere on him. He's got a gun in his back, and he's just like a complete wreck. He's been through hell. And I absolutely love it. It's like, I love that scene between him and Hans Gruber. He goes, kind of thing. Oh, brilliant, love it. So Die Hard, personal favourite. And the last of your questions of our favourite trilogies is the favourite Fast and Furious movies. Favourite. It is one. I only like one really, to be honest. It's just Fast 5 because it changed the genre. It went into more of a heist movie. It went into less about the cars and more about the characters and more about bank robberies, and I really like it. It's got an all-star cast, absolutely fantastic. It's something that I think people of the first trilogies, really appreciate, the fact that all the characters are in this one movie. That's really, really awesome. It's kind of another Avengers in a sense. But for me, I think it was just a better, well-done movie. Very intense. Love Dwayne Johnson. He's a big squat guy going after and chasing him, kind of thing. It's, I think it's really well done, and I really love the heist of it. I really like do this bank robbery. It's fantastic. The Blu-ray looks amazing, kind of thing. We're looking forward to Part 6 also. I think that's going to be part of a brand new trilogy, and it's going to, it's changed the genre it's changed what the movie is about for sure. It changed the franchise into a whole new kind of level, and it's just so much better for being it, kind of thing. So yeah, that's my favourite. So that's my questions for your competition. I hope the video wasn't too long for you. I hope you were interested and kept going. I hope I haven't missed anything out. So, like subscribers, links below. Go and check out his competition, go and check out his channel. Please subscribe, he's an awesome guy. So, we don't have to signing out.